Hey guys, I hope everyone is well. Oh, okay. Who's traveling, guys, after a heartbreak? Oh, that sounds like me. Break my heart, I'm going to Bali. Break my heart, Jamaica. Oh, but reunion? Temptation? Somebody has got their eyes set on you. Interesting. Because the reunion card is out here, I'm gonna venture to say that someone is having an epiphany about you. Right? So I want to say this though. Pain is essential for growth, right? You've gone through a breakup, a painful ending, suffering, grieving, depression, unable to move on. Like it seems like you have something with someone else that you just cannot seem to move past no matter what you do, right? Um, because with this cassette here, this cassette represents the old days for me. Maybe the 80s are, um, you know, resonate with you for some reason. But this is talking about will take some time to grow, right? Okay, this person that we're here, that the reunion, and the person that also broke your heart, you were a temptation to this person, right? You were forbidden fruit for some reason. Um, you're hard to resist. It wouldn't be socially acceptable, is what this card is talking about. And let's see here. I just want to, in the past, and as I joke, you may have gone on a journey, okay? Or this could, for some of you, be long distance love. You could be at a distance, you could be at a separation, you could be on a break from one another, or you could literally be traveling or going on vacation, okay? Or perhaps this is what you do like me, you run across the world when you're hurting. Um, this person has been guarded because they've been hurt in the past, right? They grew up in a rough household, maybe, I don't know. For everyone it's going to be slightly different, okay? You're going to find something out because this person is becoming enlightened. However, with the cassette next to it, and will take some time to grow, it's not coming right now. So I can already tell you that when it comes, it's going to be beautiful, but it isn't coming right now. This person may be in a whole karmic cycle with someone else. They could be, because of the temptation card, I'm feeling like perhaps they're with someone and they have things to learn. And if they're unwilling to learn, they stay stuck. Okay? They aren't going to come forward towards you because comfortable, even if it's miserable, is a safety mechanism. Um, Even if someone, is dealing with somebody who's an idiot, or someone who nags them constantly or makes them just like, oh God, why am I here? If this is the way they grew up, or what they're used to, guess what? They're going to be okay with it. They're going to stick with that until they get to the point in their life, 333 as I look up. So if you're manifesting, keep things positive. But it's just that all too familiar comfort, right? But this person is having epiphanies, whether this be dreams, whether this be just downloads from the divine, whether they're, just waking up to looking at this person that they're waking up to every day, like, oh God, why did I do this? This was just not it. This was not it. This was a terrible mistake, you know? But they had to get in that for whatever reason. They had to learn that no, they no longer want this. They no longer want to stay in their comfort zone because their comfort zone is not comfortable. You were home to them. They want to mend this. They want reconciliation. They want to compromise. They do want to meet again. And this person is anxious to reach out. They're fighting the urge because, right now you're forbidden fruit, especially if they're in a relationship with someone. They might not be able to screw that up for financial reasons, or maybe just because they don't want to hurt another person. They've hurt you a lot, though. So, I mean, really also, it's time to take a solid look at how someone has treated you. Are they taking your energy, your finances, your whatever, and running over here to whoever who is taking from them? Yeah, maybe. You know, are you drained after being with them while they feel uplifted? You need to assess the situation, because seriously, to take all your vitality and then run over here and play house with someone else, it's not okay. It's not okay. And sometimes it's time to assess whether you want that reunion. You know, do you want to you want it after they pick somebody else? Do you? You know, I'm not being funky here, because for a lot of you, this is a soul connection, okay, and that can be a struggle. It can be a struggle. But in this process, it's very important. It's highly imperative that you learn your value and your worth in this. And no, you are worth more than that. You are worth more than somebody playing you for a fool, playing you for a sucker, okay? They can love you all day long, but if they're not showing up for you, right, it might be time to move on and find somebody who will. Because even if you've loved this person, if they're not showing up for you, it's, show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Go take yourself out to a nice dinner. Spend time with yourself. Go to nice places. Find a nice person. Talk to people, Talk to people. And you might just find that you find somebody that you're better aligned with at this time, And it may not be karmic. It may be another soulmate the divine is trying to lead you to. Because you do deserve good. You do deserve someone to treat you like you're worth the shit. Because if you're just coming and taking from me and you're not giving back or reciprocating in any way, no. No. If you're just constantly hurting me and, I know. Because why? Because why? It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And it's time for some of you guys for some of us to decide that, we want more for ourselves because we deserve more. Because we give 150% of ourselves. Do we deserve 12% from somebody? You can barely even answer a text message or call me, or you can never come when I need you to. Ew. No. I deserve better than that. I deserve way better than that. Listen to this twice, because, seriously. I know this is not necessarily what you wanted to hear, but this heartbreak, it's essential for growth. The divine will break you, and you break you. Sometimes we break ourselves staying in a situation in our own comfort zone, because again, maybe we weren't given to when we were growing up. Maybe we were always put second best. Maybe all of these things are something you need to assess as to whether, this is something that you need to heal from. Um, I'm strongly being called to pull some tarot, and I'm going to grab my spiritual infusion deck. I love her. She's awesome. This is a Neon Awakening tarot. Let's find out. I would like some advice for the collective. Don't force things to change. Don't try to force the situation, because again, with this taking time, you need to take some time for yourself. You need to get in your own King of Swords energy, and the Seven of Swords, don't put up with any bullshit. The Seven of Swords is sneaky bad behavior, right? It can also be strategy, but this person has lacked conscience in the past, right? They've been sneaky. They may have even been a thief. Don't put up with that, is what the divine is saying with that being in reverse. Don't deal with that shit. This person isn't a part of your team right now. They are not determined to seed or to succeed with you. You need to They've been mean, they've been calculated, stubborn. But the thing about it is you need to cut through all the bullshit. With the King of Swords, the King of Swords will slice through all the crap, you know, and take back his power. So step into that masculine energy and show people what you're about. If necessary, cut it off. Because this person's refusing change, and maybe you're refusing change with the death in reverse. Spirit's saying to turn that death upright. Grow. Grow past the need to be the apple of someone's eye who treats you like trash. Yeah. Assess why that is necessary for you, or why do you gravitate toward people like that, you know? This person right now with all this, in love and fools for each other, mutual feelings, that's fine. But those feelings, when someone isn't applying them, they can want reunion all day long. Nothing can get in their way. That could just be ego. They want to make sure they still have a place in their life so they can string you along, all the while holding on to another relationship and bad ideas and outdated beliefs and things of that nature over here. No, no. It's time to, divine saying, take this wheel of fortune and turn it upright. You put one foot in front of the other and walk away from things that no longer serve you. So it could very well be that the outdated beliefs, yeah, you need to look at yours too. And I know that can be hard to hear. Trust me, because I'm part of the collective too. And sometimes the moon, there have been secrets, confusion. Walk away from the deception and the confusion. It's no more. Don't allow this. 1 + 8 is 9. The moon is an 18 card, which boils down to 9. 9 is all about independence. You don't need a new start right now. This person isn't bringing it, and you need to walk. Again, with the 9 of freaking Pentacles, all the 9s. 9 of Pentacles is an independent energy. You need to bring it all back within and apply all that love, all of that goodness, all the money, all the intention, all of the good vibes, all that stuff. Bring it back to you. Apply it within, right? Heal. There is no point in which you can expect to have a solid relationship with someone when you don't have a solid relationship with yourself. And this person you can't decide for this person that it's time for them to heal. They have to make the decision for themselves and come out of the damn toxic behavior with the devil in reverse. Spirit is being real clear on this today. Really very clear. Okay? The devil in reverse, get out of the toxicity, You could be obsessed, there could be temptation, lies, illusions, control. Break it. Time to break it and walk away back to yourself. If the eight of cups, Knight of Wands, this person's been a player. Walk away from that type of energy. No, thank you. 5 of Wands, challenges. Walk away from them putting you into, this is fighting. This is challenges and obstacles. You're being called to walk away from that. No more. Absolutely not. Chariot in reverse. Do not go towards what no longer serves you. Walk in a different direction. 8 of freaking Swords. You have been in a mental prison. And your person too. You've been in a mental prison. You've been held, like, chained down. However, I want to show, well, no, actually, I don't think I have oh, yes, I do. Neither here nor there. The 8 of Swords, love yourself. Control your emotions. It's time with the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's time to become emotionally intelligent. The 8 of Swords in the traditional tarot shows a feminine, arms to the sides, with a blindfold, but the blindfold is kind of falling off, with, like, it looks like toilet paper wrapped around her, right? So, and just like the devil card in the traditional tarot shows people that are bound, but the chains are loose. They could, like, free themselves from them. They could, like, do this and be done and actually walk away. 8 of Swords is somewhat like that too. It's almost like toilet paper binding someone, and all you really need to do is this: break free, walk in another direction. Okay? And Two of Wands. Plan, move forward, make a decision. Okay? Travel. Here's the travel card again. Plan that travel. Whatever that is for you, start planning. And if this is not just travel, maybe travel isn't, maybe it's your future. Making steps towards what you're being called towards. Whatever that is. A creative project. A change in, glow up. Get out there and do your, divine's calling you to glow up. Get in control of your emotions. This is water energy. A lot of water energy. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. Cups. We also have all the other signs out here as well. So we got swords, we got pentacles, we have wands, and we have cups. So we have all of it. But you're being called very strongly to walk in the direction of cutting through the bullshit, walking away from things that no longer serve you. There are so many things talking about unbinding yourself. With this Eight of Swords, walk away from challenges, get out of toxic behaviors, become independent. These are all things that when you let go of, either, you know, either people will come back into union or the divine will bring somebody that is better aligned and more in sync with you, who has your best interests at heart. And you'll be able to know the difference because perhaps you've been choosing out of your childhood from what you've known in the past. And at this point, Spirit is saying, time to handle your emotions, heal the hurts from your childhood and any wounding from past relationships. Get out of the illusion. Get independent. Walk away from the bullcrap. Walk away from everything that no longer serves. Let the epiphanies come and act on them. With the Two of Wands, act on them. Plan. What is the divine calling you to do? Pour all the love that you have for this person into yourself. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Feel through it. It's painful, but heartbreak is necessary. Towers are necessary. Collapsing of timelines necessary for growth. It's time to grow. Come on, people, grow. Grow with me. Shed these things that no longer serve and situations and all of it. Heal. If they're meant to come back together again in the future with that reunion card, suckers and bullseye, you know what? Nothing that is for you will ever, 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 ever pass you by. Nothing. May I repeat, nothing. And I hope this helps. Have a great day, guys. My clicker's not working, clearly. Take care. Bye, guys.